Hey, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to break down the first solo for Master Puppets. It's the Arpeggio section. I'll just play it real quick for you. So that's the Arpeggio section. That gets played over the chords in that little background section, which I'll play real quick for you. Sorry, I was a bit sloppy. So the chords that are being used there are an E minor, a D major, and it goes to a C add 9, but it's still built on a C major chord, and then it's got the walk up. It goes back to E minor. So let's take a look at the chords. Chords are built out of scales, and we're going to do a little bit of theory here, nothing too overwhelming. If you look at the notes in the E minor scale, which is the first arpeggio that we're going to be using, we got E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, and then it always goes back to root, which is an E. Arpeggios are built in most cases out of the first, third, and fifth note in your scale. So we have E, G, and B. So that makes an E minor chord and an E minor arpeggio. If we look at the next chord, which is a D major, we got D, F sharp, and A, and then the third one, C major, C, E, and G. Those are the three notes out of each chord that this particular progression is built out of. So I'll break it down for you here. So the first arpeggio section, here's my E, my G, and my B. So if we're looking at frets, we're looking on the B string, the second string up. That's going to be the 15th fret. So here's 12, which is B, no sharp, so we go straight to C, then D, then E. Okay, so we have the 15th fret is our E. Then the 17th fret is our E. Then the 15th fret on our E string is a G right there. And then if we go up to 19, there's a B. So if I played a traditional arpeggio, that's a forward arpeggio. So you're going with your root, your third, and your fifth, which is E, G, and B. So what Kirk does is he kind of plays it backwards. He starts with his root and then goes backwards in arpeggio. So he's going to go E, B, G, and then back. And then it drops down to the next chord, which is the D major chord. Okay, so let's look at that real quick again. Here's our scales that we're using. So we have D, F sharp, and A now. So here is my D. So again on the B string, second string up, 12th fret is B. B doesn't have a sharp, so we go straight to C. 2 frets up from there lands us on D. So we got D, and then F sharp. Okay, so here's E, no sharp for E, so it goes to F. F sharp's right there. And then A is our third note in the triad. Okay, so again, Kirk plays the root and then goes backwards. Excuse me, sorry. So we have D, F sharp, and A. So if we go back to the first part, we have E, G, and B for the triad. So we got. So you play your root and then go backwards in your arpeggio. Then you play a completely backwards D arpeggio, which is starting on the root. So A, F sharp to D. So we got. So I just connected those two arpeggios. Okay, so the D major arpeggio was the 15th fret on B, 14 on E, and then 17 on E. So there's D, F sharp, and A. Okay, so we go. Okay, then we go to our C arpeggio, but before that we connect that with 3 Ds there. Then I just played that D major arpeggio one more time. So we have E minor arpeggio, connect connected to a D major arpeggio backwards. 3 Ds, and then we're going to do D major arpeggio backwards. Now we're going to connect our C major. Okay, C is C. So I got the camera there. C, E, and G. Those are the 3 notes we need for our C major arpeggio. Okay, so here's C, here's E, and G. But again, we're going to play our root and then the rest of it backwards. Okay, so that's the 3rd arpeggio we're connecting. So we got 3 Ds, backwards D major. Now we're going to connect our C major backwards. So we got G, E, and then C. 3 more C's and then play it backwards. 1, 2, 3. And then we got the end section. But before we get to the end section, let me show you the arpeggios one more time. Okay, put on a little bit of distortion, sweeten it up. So there's our section there. So now I'm coming off that next part. Okay, so here we have F sharp. So here's E, F, F sharp. So we got so F sharp to E, and I'm going to hammer on back onto that F sharp and off again. Okay, there's D sharp to C. So that's the 16th fret, that's the 13th fret. 14, hammer on. 16, 13, then you're going to walk up. So I've just connected the whole section. 12th fret, which is B, C, D, C, C, D, E, F sharp, because we're in the key of E minor, so we're using all those notes in that scale. And do it all again. We get to the next part of the solo, which will be the next lesson. There is a second guitar that plays simultaneous arpeggios. We'll get to that as well. So I'm going to show you both guitar parts. Thanks for watching. Please email any feedback. That would be muchly appreciated.